Have you ever caught yourself wondering just how many more birthdays you might celebrate after hitting 70? When each year becomes increasingly precious, wouldn't you want to know if your body is already revealing clues about your future? The fascinating truth is that your daily habits and physical capabilities are quietly whispering secrets about your longevity. Look around and you'll notice some 70-year-olds climbing mountains and solving crossword puzzles with remarkable ease, while others struggle with basic everyday activities. This striking difference isn't simply luck or genetics. It often comes down to specific indicators that researchers have been studying for decades. Today, I'm revealing 7 science-backed signs that can predict how long you'll likely live after reaching 70. These aren't random theories or unfounded claims. They're based on extensive research tracking thousands of seniors over many years. By understanding these powerful predictors, you'll gain invaluable insights into your own health trajectory. By the time this video ends, you'll not only recognize which signals to monitor in your own life, but also discover practical, simple strategies to potentially add quality years to your journey. Years filled with energy, independence, and genuine joy rather than limitation and decline. If you're finding value in this information already, tap that like button to help others discover these insights too. For those who haven't joined our community yet, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss potentially life-changing content like this. Are you getting value from these insights? Type yes in the comments if you're finding this helpful, or a no if you'd prefer different content. Your feedback helps me create videos that truly serve your needs. Now let's dive into the first crucial predictor of longevity. Sign 1. Your walking speed. When we consider what might determine longevity, most immediately think about family history, diet, or medical conditions. While those factors certainly matter, researchers have discovered something surprisingly simple, yet remarkably revealing: how quickly you walk. This might sound too basic to be significant, but your walking pace reflects a complex integration of your cardiovascular health, muscle strength, nervous system function, and even brain health. Essentially, walking speed serves as a window into your entire body's operational efficiency. Multiple long-term studies have found that seniors who maintain a steady, moderately brisk walking pace typically outlive their slower-moving counterparts by significant margins. In fact, some research suggests walking speed can be more predictive than extensive medical examinations. Consider 2 75-year-old friends, Robert and Alan. Robert makes daily neighborhood walks a non-negotiable part of his routine. His steps are purposeful, his posture remains upright, and he navigates stairs without hesitation. When out with family, he easily keeps pace with the group, rarely feeling winded or fatigued. Alan, however, has gradually slowed over recent years. His stride has shortened, he takes frequent breaks during even moderate walks, and he deliberately avoids routes with stairs or inclines. In group settings, he often finds himself trailing behind, occasionally feeling unsteady on uneven surfaces. This difference isn't merely about convenience or preference. It reveals critical information about internal health. Robert's brisk pace suggests robust muscle function, healthy joints, efficient cardiovascular fitness, and intact neurological coordination. Alan's slowdown potentially signals muscle deterioration, cardiovascular strain, joint problems, or even early neurological changes. When walking speed decreases, it often triggers a troubling cycle. Movement becomes more challenging, which leads to decreased activity, resulting in further muscle loss and reduced stamina. This downward spiral significantly impacts both lifespan and independence. Want to assess yourself? Find a flat, unobstructed 10-foot path. Time how long it takes to walk this distance at your natural pace. Healthy adults over 70 typically move at approximately 3 feet per second. Noticing you're significantly slower? Don't worry. This is something you can absolutely improve. Start incorporating more movement into your daily patterns. Even short, frequent walks make a meaningful difference. Focus on proper posture with your head up, shoulders relaxed, and arms swinging naturally. Simple exercises like gentle squats, heel raises, or seated leg lifts can strengthen the muscles needed for a stronger stride. Drop a comment with Walker if you've noticed changes in your walking pace over recent years. Your experience might help others recognize this important sign in their own lives. Remember, your walking speed isn't merely about how quickly you navigate a shopping mall. It's a powerful window into your overall health, and a surprisingly accurate predictor of your longevity potential. The encouraging news? With consistent, gentle effort, almost everyone can maintain or improve their pace, regardless of age. Sign 2. Your grip strength. Would you believe the power behind your handshake might reveal more about your future health than sophisticated medical tests? It might sound surprising, but consistent research confirms that grip strength stands as one of the most reliable indicators of overall vitality and longevity after 70. A firm, steady grip represents far more than good manners. It demonstrates well-maintained muscle mass, efficient nerve function, and healthy circulation. These factors prove essential for maintaining independence as you age. Conversely, a noticeably weakening grip often serves as an early warning system for declining overall strength, increased frailty risk, and even potential cardiovascular issues. Meet Richard, who at 76 still tackles home repair projects, carries grocery bags without assistance, and opens stubborn jars without thinking twice. His confident handshake reflects his active lifestyle that includes gardening, woodworking, and regular physical activity. Then there's Paul, also 76, who's been noticing subtle but concerning changes. The water bottle that once opened effortlessly now requires extra effort. Carrying shopping bags from the car has become a two-trip task rather than one. He dismissed these changes as just part of getting older, not recognizing they signal something far more significant: progressive muscle loss that could impact his independence and lifespan. Your hands don't function in isolation. They're connected to your entire musculoskeletal system. When grip strength diminishes, it typically indicates other muscle groups are weakening too. This general strength decline increases vulnerability to falls, complicates recovery from illness, and can restrict ability to perform essential daily activities. Here's the empowering news. This isn't an inevitable decline you must accept. Muscle strength can be maintained and even rebuilt at any age with appropriate approaches. Simple, consistent exercises make remarkable differences. Try squeezing a stress ball while watching television. Use hand grippers specifically designed for strengthening. Everyday activities like kneading dough, gardening, or even wringing out damp towels provide natural resistance training for hands and forearms. For broader strength supporting grip power, consider gentle weight training for arms, shoulders, and back. Even lifting soup cans or water bottles in different directions helps maintain crucial muscle mass. Take a moment now to evaluate yourself. Pick up a heavy book or try opening a new jar. Does it feel more challenging than it did a few years ago? If you notice a difference, don't ignore it. This simple observation could provide one of your most important health insights this year. Type grip in the comments if you're committed to maintaining or strengthening your hands. Share any favorite activities that keep your hands strong. Your tips might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Sign 3. Your balance ability. We rarely consider balance until we lose it. While flexibility, strength, and endurance typically receive most attention, your ability to remain steady on your feet might be the most crucial skill for maintaining independence and predicting longevity after 70. Research has revealed something remarkable. The simple act of standing on one leg for at least 10 seconds correlates strongly with overall survival rates in older adults. Those struggling with this basic balance test face significantly higher risks of falls, fractures, and mobility limitations, all factors that can dramatically reduce both quality of life and lifespan. Consider Martha and Linda, both 73 years old. Martha has always prioritized staying active. She practices simple balance exercises daily, takes regular walks, and attends a weekly gentle yoga class. When preparing meals, she often lifts one foot slightly while waiting for water to boil, a habit that keeps her balance systems engaged. Linda, meanwhile, hasn't thought much about balance over the years. When attempting the one-leg stand, she immediately wobbles and reaches for nearby support. She's begun noticing herself feeling unsteady when turning quickly or navigating uneven sidewalks, but assumed this was simply an unavoidable aspect of aging. What Linda doesn't realize is that her balance difficulties signal something important. Her muscles, nervous system, and brain aren't communicating as efficiently as they once did. This coordination breakdown dramatically increases her fall risk, and a single serious fall after 70 can trigger a cascade of complications that significantly impact longevity. Why does balance typically decline with age? It involves complex interaction between multiple systems. Muscle strength naturally decreases without regular engagement. The vestibular system in our inner ear, which helps sense position, becomes less sensitive. Even vision and proprioception, awareness of body position, can change, making stability more challenging. Here's the empowering truth. Balance isn't something you simply surrender to time. It's a skill you can actively enhance at any age. If you've noticed yourself feeling less steady, holding railings more frequently, or taking additional caution on stairs, now is the perfect time for action. Try this simple assessment. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair for safety. Then lift one foot approximately 6 inches off the ground. See if you can maintain this position for 10 seconds without support or excessive wobbling. If this proves challenging, don't be discouraged, be motivated. Your body is providing valuable information. Begin incorporating simple balance exercises into daily routines. Stand on one foot while brushing teeth. Practice walking heel to toe as if on a narrow line. Consider gentle yoga or Tai Chi classes designed specifically for seniors. Even regularly standing from a chair without using hands strengthens core muscles essential for good balance. Curious about your own stability? Type steady in the comments if you successfully completed the 10-second one-leg stand, or practice if you're committed to improving this crucial skill. Remember, every minute invested in balance exercises could prevent a fall and potentially add years to your active, independent life. Sign 4. Your sleep patterns. The quality of your sleep extends far beyond simply feeling rested. It provides a powerful window into your overall health and serves as a surprisingly accurate predictor of longevity after 70. Sleep represents your body's essential restoration period, when cells repair, hormones rebalance, and your brain clears accumulated toxins from waking hours. Multiple studies have found that seniors maintaining consistent, high-quality sleep patterns typically live significantly longer than those with fragmented or poor sleep. They also experience lower rates of cognitive decline, stronger immune function, and reduced inflammation, all crucial factors for extended lifespan. Meet William and Charles, both 77 years old. William has maintained healthy sleep habits throughout his life. He retires around the same time each night, typically sleeps uninterrupted for about 7 hours, and wakes feeling refreshed. His consistent sleep schedule allows his body to follow natural rhythms, optimizing every repair and restoration function. Charles, however, struggles with sleep. He often finds himself tossing and turning, waking multiple times throughout the night, and feeling exhausted despite spending 8+ hours in bed. What he doesn't recognize is that his fragmented sleep prevents his body from completing vital restoration cycles. Over time, this has contributed to subtle but meaningful changes: elevated blood pressure, slower cognitive processing, and weakened immune response. If you frequently wake during the night, struggle falling asleep, or wake feeling unrefreshed despite adequate time in bed, your body is sending an important message. Poor sleep isn't merely inconvenient. It's a potential warning sign deserving attention. Sleep disturbances stem from various sources: stress, undiagnosed sleep apnea, medication side effects, uncomfortable sleep environments, or even dietary choices. When unaddressed, these issues don't just leave you tired. They accelerate cellular aging processes and increase vulnerability to age-related diseases. The encouraging news is that sleep quality often improves with straightforward adjustments. Establish a consistent sleep routine by retiring and rising at similar times daily. Limit blue light exposure from devices in evening hours. Create a bedroom environment that's cool, dark, and quiet. Optimal conditions for quality sleep. Regular daytime exposure to natural sunlight helps regulate your body's internal clock. Physical activity during the day, though not too close to bedtime, can deepen sleep quality. Watching caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meal intake in evening hours prevents disruptions to natural sleep cycles. How's your sleep quality? Reflect momentarily. Do you wake feeling rested most mornings? Do you fall asleep within 30 minutes of going to bed? Do you generally sleep through the night without multiple wakings? If not, prioritizing sleep improvements could represent one of your most impactful health investments. Share your experience by typing sleeper in the comments if you generally enjoy good sleep, or improving if you're working on better sleep habits. Your insights might help others recognize this crucial health indicator in their own lives. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. How you approach food after 70 isn't simply about satisfaction or weight management. It serves as a powerful indicator of your overall health trajectory and potential longevity. Maintaining steady, healthy appetite and consistent eating patterns signals that fundamental body systems function properly. Conversely, significant appetite changes or altered eating habits often serve as early warning signs of underlying health concerns. Consider Margaret and Helen, both 73 years old. Margaret has always enjoyed food and maintains this pleasure in her senior years. She prepares nutrient-rich meals featuring colorful vegetables, quality proteins, and whole grains. She looks forward to mealtimes, eats regularly throughout the day, and maintains stable weight. This pattern indicates her digestive system, metabolism, and hormonal balance operate efficiently. Helen, however, has experienced notable changes recently. Food doesn't appeal to her as it once did. She often skips meals because it's too much trouble or she just isn't hungry. Without realizing it, she's gradually lost weight and experiences increasing fatigue throughout the day. What she doesn't recognize is that her diminishing appetite might signal problems with nutrient absorption, hormonal changes, or even early cognitive issues. When appetite declines in older adults, nutrition naturally suffers. Without adequate protein intake, muscle mass deteriorates more rapidly. Insufficient calcium and vitamin D accelerates bone loss. Reduced overall nutrition can weaken immune function, slow healing, and decrease energy levels, all factors directly impacting both lifespan and quality of life. Appetite changes may stem from various sources: medication side effects, dental problems making chewing uncomfortable, altered taste sensations, digestive issues, or depression. Sometimes underlying health conditions first manifest as appetite changes before other more obvious symptoms appear. If you've noticed yourself feeling full quickly, losing interest in previously enjoyed foods, unintentionally losing weight, or lacking energy to prepare proper meals, consider this an important signal deserving attention. The good news is that many appetite issues can be effectively addressed. Eating smaller, more frequent meals might feel more manageable than 3 larger ones. Adding herbs, spices, and natural flavor enhancers helps overcome diminished taste sensations. Sharing meals with others often improves both appetite and food enjoyment through social connection. Making meals visually appealing, even when eating alone, can stimulate appetite. Ensuring adequate hydration throughout the day supports proper digestion. Addressing any dental issues or ill-fitting dentures can make eating comfortable again. A nutritious diet rich in protein, healthy fats, colorful produce, and whole grains provides essential building blocks your body needs for repair and maintenance. Rather than viewing food as simply calories or taste experiences, recognize it as fundamental medicine for longevity. How has your relationship with food evolved as you've grown older? Type appetite in the comments if you've maintained healthy interest in food, or changing if you've noticed shifts in your eating patterns. Your observations might help others recognize important signals in their own lives. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you respond to life's challenges after 70 reveals more than just emotional resilience. It provides powerful insights into your physiological health and potential longevity. Your stress response affects virtually every system in your body, from immune function and heart health to cognitive sharpness and overall vitality. Research consistently demonstrates that chronic stress accelerates aging at the cellular level. It increases inflammation, elevates blood pressure, weakens immunity, and even affects how your genes express themselves. However, individuals developing effective stress management skills tend to age more gracefully, maintaining better physical health and mental function well into later years. Meet Thomas and Robert, both 75 years old. Like everyone, they face life's inevitable challenges, health concerns, financial pressures, family worries, and adjustments that accompany aging. Thomas has developed what researchers call stress resilience. When facing difficulties, he acknowledges his feelings without allowing them to overwhelm him. He practices deep breathing when tension arises, prioritizes daily walks regardless of circumstances, and maintains perspective by focusing on what he can influence rather than what he cannot. Most importantly, He distinguishes between productive concern and unproductive worry. Robert, meanwhile, tends to catastrophize when problems arise. Minor setbacks feel like major crises. He ruminates on worries, often losing sleep replaying scenarios and imagining worst-case outcomes. His body remains in near-constant stress activation, muscles tense, cortisol elevated, heart rate increased. What appears as just a worrying personality actually places tremendous strain on his cardiovascular system, metabolism, and brain function. The physical effects of chronic stress aren't theoretical, they're measurable and significant. When stress hormones like cortisol remain elevated for extended periods, they literally accelerate aging processes. Blood vessels become less flexible, immune cells function less efficiently, and even brain structures can alter, affecting memory and decision-making. The question isn't whether you'll encounter stressful situations, it's how your body recovers from them. Do you return to baseline quickly after upsets, or does your system remain activated long after the stressor has passed? Your answer provides important clues about physiological resilience and potential longevity. The encouraging news is that stress management represents a learnable skill at any age. Simple practices like controlled breathing, where you inhale slowly for 4 counts and exhale for 6, can activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural calming mechanism. Regular physical activity helps metabolize stress hormones that would otherwise circulate through your system. Mindfulness practice, simply observing thoughts without judgment, can break cycles of worry and rumination. Connection with others, whether through meaningful conversations or simple shared activities, provides perspective and emotional buffering against life's challenges. Even small shifts in how you perceive stressors can make physiological differences. Viewing a racing heart as excitement rather than anxiety, or reframing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats, can change how your body responds biochemically. How would you rate your stress resilience? Type calm in the comments if you generally manage stress effectively, or learning if you're working on better stress management skills. Your honest reflection might inspire others to address this crucial health indicator. Sign 7. Your social connections. The strength and quality of your relationships after 70 might represent the most powerful predictor of longevity that most people overlook. Decades of research consistently shows that people maintaining meaningful social connections live longer, recover from illness faster, experience less cognitive decline, and report greater life satisfaction than those becoming isolated. This extends beyond simply having people around. It's about the quality and depth of your connections. Meaningful relationships provide emotional support, cognitive stimulation, practical assistance, and even physiological benefits directly impacting health and longevity. Consider Elizabeth and Barbara, both 79 years old. Elizabeth has cultivated rich relationships throughout life and continues prioritizing connection. She meets weekly with her walking group, volunteers at the community garden, maintains regular phone calls with family members, and nurtures deep friendships that include both enjoyable activities and meaningful conversations. She knows she matters to others, and they matter to her. Barbara has gradually withdrawn from social life over recent years. After her husband died and she downsized to a smaller home, many friendships faded. Her children call occasionally, but she rarely initiates contact, fearing she might burden them. Most days pass with minimal human interaction beyond brief exchanges with store clerks or delivery people. What began as a natural grieving period has extended into persistent isolation. The differences in their social connection don't merely affect emotional well-being. They impact physical health in measurable ways. Research shows chronic loneliness triggers inflammation, raises stress hormones, increases blood pressure, disrupts sleep, and even suppresses immune function. Some studies suggest prolonged social isolation creates health risks comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes daily. Conversely, meaningful social engagement stimulates brain function, encourages physical activity, provides purpose, and creates what researchers call stress buffering, the protective effect of having supportive people helping navigate life's challenges. If you find yourself spending most days alone, hesitating to reach out to others, or noticing your social circle has significantly narrowed, consider this an important health indicator deserving attention. Building or rebuilding social connections after 70 isn't always simple. but efforts yield tremendous returns for health and longevity. Start small, perhaps joining a community class, faith group, or volunteer organization aligned with your interests. These structured activities provide natural conversation topics and repeated contact, the foundation for developing deeper connections. Technology offers valuable ways to maintain relationships with distant family and friends. Regular video calls provide meaningful connection even when in-person visits aren't possible. Online communities centered around shared interests can introduce new people with common ground for friendship. Even casual interactions matter more than we might think. Regular conversations with neighbors, store clerks, or service providers contribute to community sense and belonging that benefits health. The key is consistency. Brief daily exchanges can prove more beneficial than occasional intensive social events. How would you describe your social connections? Type connected in the comments if you have a satisfying social network, or building if you're working to strengthen your relationships. Your reflection might encourage others to prioritize this vital health aspect. Now that we've explored all 7 key indicators predicting longevity after 70, take a moment to reflect on which signs resonated most strongly. Each marker offers valuable insights into your health trajectory and, more importantly, opportunities to make meaningful changes starting today. Whether it's improving walking pace, strengthening grip, enhancing balance, optimizing sleep quality, maintaining healthy eating patterns, developing better stress management, or nurturing social connections, small, consistent actions can significantly impact how well and how long you'll live. I'd love to hear which of these 7 signs surprised you most, or which one you'll focus on improving first. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your insights might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you found this information valuable, please tap that like button and share this video with someone who might benefit. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Just click subscribe and activate notifications so you never miss future videos that could help you live your longest, healthiest life possible. Thank you for investing this time in your well-being. Remember, knowing these signs isn't just about predicting your future, it's about empowering you to shape it. Here's to your health, vitality, and many more vibrant years ahead.